Yes, today we are moving on with the second episode of the MAHA Marathon. Let's wait for 2 minutes for all the participants to enter into the class. Yes, we have MAHA Marathon episode number 2, Mission MBBS NEET 2020, live sharp at 9:30. Yes. After 2 minutes, we'll continue with the amazing class. That is, today we'll be discussing about the Unit 2, Morphology, Anatomy, and Structural Organization in Animals. Okay, that is unit number 2 of class 11, the NCERT Structural Organization in Plants and Animals. Is the unit which we are going to discuss today. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Yes, guys. Good morning. Good morning. So today we'll be discussing with these 3 chapters of biology. Okay, these 3 chapters we'll be discussing today. That is morphology of flowering plants, anatomy of flowering plants, structural organization in animals. So you know that in morphology you will be studying about the structure of root, stem, leaf. All these things you have to study for your NEET exam. Stem, root, leaves. Then you have to study about flowers, inflorescence, estivation, all these things you have to study in the chapter morphology. These are the main areas from where the questions may be coming for your NEET exam. Next chapter is anatomy. From the chapter anatomy, you can expect question from the structure of root, the anatomical structure of root, stem, leaf. These 3 portions you can expect certain question. The most expected question is a secondary growth. Okay, secondary growth in plants. Okay, so these are the areas from where you have to expect the questions. Third chapter is the structural organization in animals. There you have to study about the 4 different kinds of tissues. What are the different kinds of tissues? Squamous, epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, skeletal tissue, and neural tissue or nervous tissue. 4 types of tissue. Along with, you have to study in detail about the different system of cockroach. Scientific name for cockroach, Periplaneta americani. Periplaneta americani. Okay, you have to study about, okay, capital P. Periplaneta americani is the scientific name for cockroach. Perfect. Yes. So this is the schedule for the day. That is sharp at 9:30 a.m. That is, now you have the mega marathon episode number 2 based on the second unit for class 11, the NCERT. That is structural organization in plants and animals. Okay, for at 7 p.m., that is evening 7 p.m., you have the class for morphology of flowering plants for NEET 2021-2022 batch. 2020 students who have attended my previous lecture can also join for the super amazing class. Today we will be discussing at 7 p.m. we'll be discussing about more details on stem. Okay, 2021, 2022. Again, the class is scheduled to be at 8 p.m. also. That is a Morphology of Flowering Plants episode number 3, where we'll be discussing about the structure of leaf, plus we'll be starting with the flower. Okay, at 9 p.m. today, that is night 9 p.m., you have the one-shot revision of life processes for CBSE class 10th. Yes, next a surprise reveal for you guys. That is either on 21/8, that is tomorrow, 21/8/20, or 22/8/20, you will be having mega botany test number 3. Okay, mega botany test number 3. We have already completed mega botany test number 1 and 2 in the Slido quiz. Am I right? So these are the chapters or the syllabus for the mega botany test number 3. That is from class 11. You have morphology of flowering plants. We will be doing questions over now. Then you have anatomy of flowering plants also from class 11. Biological classification from class 11. Then last chapter is sexual reproduction in flowering plants, a chapter from class 12. Okay, so get ready for the mega botany test number 3 on tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'll inform the timing in the Telegram group. So without wasting the time, moving on. Another one thing also, this is the Menti card for the day. After we discuss all the questions of the structural organization in animals and plants, that is a unit number 2, we will be going with the Menti. This is the code for the Menti. I'll display the code at last after we finish the class. So for joining into the quiz, you have to go to www.menti.com and use the code 3470950. So after the quiz, I'll reveal the code again. Don't join now. Okay, first question on the screen. Yes, I need the complete answer from everyone. Yes, we can start. First question, stomata in grass leaf are. Stomata in grass leaf are rectangular, kidney shape, dumbbell shape, barrel shaped. Answers on the chat box. Stomata in grass leaf are. Yes. Guys, the correct answer is option C, dumbbell shaped. Dumbbell shaped guard cells. Stomata. Okay, grass being a monocot, right? Grass leaf is a monocot. That is only one cotyledon. You have to study. Monocot being grass, a monocot, it have a dumbbell shaped stomata. But in case of dicot, what type of stomata? It is kidney shaped stomata in case of dicot plants. In case of dicot plants, you may see kidney shaped stomata, and in case of grasses, that is the monocots, you will see dumbbell shaped stomata. So the correct answer for the question is stomata in grass leaf is dumbbell shaped. If you are getting any names of a dicot plant, if any monocot plant's name is given in the question, the answer will be dumbbell shaped guard cells or stomata. Then if any names of a dicot plants are given, you have to write the answer to be kidney shaped. For that, you have to study all the examples in that chapter. Second question on the screen. Yes, secondary xylem and secondary phloem in a dicot stem are produced by. Answers on the chat box. Secondary xylem and secondary phloem in a dicot stem are produced by. Question from the chapter Anatomy of Flowering Plants. Yes. Okay. The correct answer for the question is option number B, vascular cambium. Vascular cambium is the answer. Okay, vascular cambium is the answer for the question. Secondary xylem and phloem in a dicot stem are produced by vascular cambium. Vascular cambium is a partially secondary character. Okay, it is partially secondary in nature. Vascular cambium is partially secondary in nature. It forms secondary xylem towards inside and secondary phloem towards outside. You studied about this in the chapter in detail, right? Secondary xylem is formed towards inside and secondary phloem is formed towards outside. Secondary phloem is formed towards outside. Okay. And the most important thing is the secondary xylem is 4 to 10 times more number of secondary xylems are produced. 4 to 10 times more secondary xylems are produced than the secondary phloem. Okay, so the number of secondary xylem is more than the number of secondary phloem. So you have to study that vascular cambium is secondary in nature. That is, it leads to the formation of secondary xylem and secondary phloem in a dicot stem. Guys, I wanted to know whether you are commenting of the answer. Let me just go to the chat box. Yes? Guys, are you all getting the points? Because I don't have an external device over here just to see the chat. Perfect. Can we move with the next question? Okay. Next question. Simple question from the chapter Morphology of Flowering Plants. Yesterday also I discussed about this. Nematophores occur in carnivorous plants, free floating plants, halophytes, submerged hydrophytes. Yes, your answers fast on the chat box. Nematophores occur in carnivorous plants, free floating hydrophytes, halophytes, submerged hydrophytes. Yes, I hope everybody got the answer for the question. The correct answer for the question is option C, halophytes. Option C, halophytes is the correct answer for the question. So what are halophytes? Halophytes are those living in the marshy areas. You will be calling another name, mangroves, mangrove forest. While I was taking the class for NEET 2021-2022 batch, I have shown the image of the halophytes in the class. When we discussed about the adventitious root, there comes the term nematophores, and I showed clearly the image with correct explanation about the mangroves. These nematophores are special modifications of root, right? Special modifications of root, and they are negatively geotropic. Negatively geotropic. At that time also somebody told me the answer that nematophores are negatively geotrophic. That is, these are the roots having lenticels. They having lenticels. A type of lenticels is present in this nematophores. Lenticels are generally present in the old woody stems, right? So a type of lenticels is present in the nematophores also. You will call that particular that lenticels as nematodes. Take down the spelling, nematodes. Nematodes. And what is the function of nematodes? For uptake of oxygen. Uptake of oxygen is the function of nematodes. Next one on the screen. Yes, two questions. Let me have the answer for the first question now. Casparian strips occur in, simple question from the chapter Anatomy. Several years repeated MCQ. Anatomy of flowering plants at least 20 times even repeated. Casparian strips occur in. Casparian strips occur in. Yes? Guys, the answer is Casparian strips occur in endodermis. Casparian strips occur in endodermis. Perfect. Endodermis have a Casparian strips, which are radial and inner tangential wall. What are Casparian strips? They are rich in suberin. Okay, the substance present on the Casparian strips is a suberin deposition. Casparian strips have a suberin deposition. Okay, that is the answer. They are arranged radially and tangentially. Casparian strips are arranged radially as well as tangentially. Radial and tangentially arranged at the inner wall. At the inner wall. So all these points you have to understand. So Casparian strips occur in endodermis, and this Casparian strips is rich in suberin. It is one of the substance present in its wall, that is Casparian strips, suberin. Next question from the chapter morphology. Sweet potato is a modified. I showed you with the help of an image itself whether it is a taproot, adventitious root stem, or a rhizome. Sweet potato is a modified. Sweet potato is a modified. The root generally divide the. You have to understand that. Suppose this we are taking a bean seed. You can understand that. Okay, so you will have a small outgrowth like this, and this outgrowth you will be calling it as the radical. Generally all roots originate from the radical we studied, and an upper portion is also there, and that you will call it as the plumule. Last 2021 morphology class I just told. So plumule, from where the stem is developing, and radical is the portion from which the roots are developing. So all the type of roots develop from the radical, but there are certain type of roots which does not originate from the radical, but instead other plant parts which are concerned with certain other functions. And sweet potato is a modified adventitious root. Option number B is the correct answer for the question. Sweet potato is a modified adventitious root. Sweet potato is a modified adventitious root, and that is concerned with the function of storage of food. What are rhizomes actually? What are rhizomes? Ginger, you studied about rhizome. Banana, you studied about rhizome. They are underground modified stem. Rhizome is actually not a root, it is an underground modified stem. Okay, underground modified stem is called a rhizome. Stem originates from the parts called plumule, and taproot originates from the parts called radical. Perfect. So sweet potato is a modified adventitious root which is concerned with the function of storage of food. Storage of food. So two questions we discussed now. That is Casparian strips occur in the endodermis, which is rich in a layer called suberin. And also next one is sweet potato is a modified adventitious root which is concerned with the function of storage. Perfect. Next question on the screen. Yes, again a simple question. Bougainvillea thorns. Okay, today's class will be discussing about it. In the Bougainvillea thorns are the modifications of. Yes, Bougainvillea thorns are the modifications of. Guys, it's the stem of Bougainvillea. You suppose you can see certain outgrowths from the stem. Can see certain projections from the stem, right? Certain outgrowths or projection from stem. So these are the modifications of stem. Understand, for each plant it will be different. In Bougainvillea thorn, that is a thorn of Bougainvillea, they are the modifications of stem. So in today's class, right at 7 p.m., I'll show you the clear image of Bougainvillea in real. Okay, Bougainvillea. Okay. So thorns are the hard, pointed, straight structures for protection. What are their function? They are the hard. So thorns are generally hard, pointed structures. Hard, pointed structures which are generally a means of protection for these plants in order to avoid their grazing by animals, grazing by herbivores. For that, the Bougainvillea and all, they are the self-defense mechanism, protection of thorns. Next question. Yes. root hairs develop from the region of, in the last class 2021-2022 batch morphology class, I just told about this. Root hairs develop from the region of yes guys, you have a structure like this, right? Root hair, you have to study about the structure of root hairs. Okay, root hairs, and at last you will having a tip like this, and this tip you will be calling it as a root cap, right? And in the top you will see certain root hair projections just coming out, right? So these projections are called root hairs. These are called root hairs, and these root hairs are originating from a part known as zone of maturation. This particular region you will call it as the zone or region of maturation. And this zone of maturation is just differentiated into differentiated zone bearing a root hairs also. So the correct answer for the question is option D, maturation region. So root hairs are developed in the maturation region. Of the root. Perfect. Next question on the screen. Guys, let me check whether you are telling the answers or not. Yes, everybody is telling the answer. Perfect. Only 3 students in the class. Good. Yes. Next question also. Simple one. Which of the following is made up of dead cells? Which one of the following is made up of dead cells? Collenchyma, phloem, xylem, parenchyma. Yes. Tell me the answer for the question. Which of the following? Comment me the option, or you can just type the answer if possible. Yes. Which of the following is made up of dead cells? It is phloem. Option B is the answer. Phloem. Option B is the correct answer for the question. Okay, correct answer for the question. Phloem is made up of dead cells. Cork cambium undergoes periclinal division and cuts off thick-walled suberized dead cork cell towards outside and phelloderm on the inner side. Phelloderm onto the inner side. So dead cells, you have to just by heart this. Which of the following is dead cells? Made up of only dead cells, that is phloem. Phloem is made up of only dead cells. You have studied about phloem, phellogen, phelloderm. Next one. Identify the wrong statement in context of heartwood. You learned about sapwood, hardwood, autumn wood, right? Like that, right? So identify the wrong statement in context of the hardwood. Hardwood. Yes. Guys, the correct answer for the question. The wrong statement in context of the hardwood is option B. It conducts water and minerals efficiently. It conducts water and minerals efficiently is a wrong statement. Okay, it is a wrong statement. It conducts water and minerals efficiently is a wrong statement. Hardwood is physiologically inactive. Hardwood is physiologically inactive due to the deposition of certain organic substances. Due to the deposition of certain organic substances and tyloses formation. Tyloses formation. Guys, a question regarding this is coming next. In the 2 to 3 question, we'll experience this question also, okay, about the tyloses formation. So this will not conduct water and minerals efficiently. Now you'll be asking, will they conduct water and mineral? Yes, they will conduct, but only in a very small, not in an efficient manner. So this hardwood, the characteristic are they are inactive due to the deposition of certain organic substances, and tyloses formation also takes place. So the correct answer for the question is option number B. It conducts water and minerals efficiently. Next question. Simple question. July 2016 NEET MCQ. Right, 2016 NEET MCQ, simple question from your direct question from your NCERT 11. Morphology of flowering plants. The term polyadelphous is related to, gynoecium, androecium, corolla, calyx. Guys, no more explanation for this, right? Polyadelphous. What do you mean by polyadelphous? Two or more bundles, more than two bundles of what? Androecium stamens. Polyadelphous. Androecium. Option B is the correct answer for the question. So you have different thing, that is monoadelphous, diadelphous or biadelphous, and you have the polyadelphous. When we are talking about the monoadelphous, it means the stamens are clubbed together to form one bundle, only a one bundle, monoadelphous. Then if we are talking about diadelphous, the stamens are clubbed together to form two bundles. And if we are talking about polyadelphous, more than two bundles of androecium. Okay, perigynous, epigynous, hypogynous, all these terms are related with gynoecium. Here we are discussing about the polyadelphous, that is androecium. Simple question, hope everybody got the answer. Next one, guys, this is the most very important question for NEET 2020. My guaranteed MCQ for NEET 2020 with the entire chapter for morphology of flowering plants. Okay, read the question. How many plants among Indigofera, Sesbania, Salvia, Allium, Aloe, Mustard, Groundnut, Radish, Gram, Turnip have stamens with different length in their flowers? So stamens should be having their different length. So that you will be arranging like this, right? For example, in case of family, you will be arranging 4 plus 2, 2 plus 2. You will be arranging 2 plus 1, 9 plus 1, 9 fused, 9 3 plus 1 fused, right? Like this, you'll be writing. Right? So what is the answer for the question? How many of the given plants will have the stamens with, or flowers of how many plants will have the stamens with different length? So let's have a check. The correct answer, I don't know how many of you have got the answer. The correct answer for the question is option B, 4. Guys, this is a printing mistake. It was not cassia, it was 6. Okay. So 4 is the answer for the question. 4. Why? Let us look at which all are the 4 plants having their stamens with the different length. For example, Brassicaceae family. Brassicaceae family. Okay, mustard comes under Brassicaceae. Okay, so Brassicaceae family, you have 3-4 plants over here. That is mustard. I already told mustard belongs to Brassicaceae. Right? Okay, so mustard is an example, or mustard belongs to the family Brassicaceae. Next one, next plant that comes under this area is radish. Okay, radish is an example. Then you have the example as turnip. Turnip is also an example for brassicaceae. So radish, turnip and mustard belongs to the family Brassicaceae. And one more example is there you have to study, that is, the answer was 4, right? So you need one more plant that belongs to the family Laminaceae. Lamiaceae. And the plant is salvia. And the plant is salvia. Salvia belongs to the family Lamiaceae. And you want to know, right, how is that arranged? So for this Brassicaceae, if you look, you can see that the androecium arrangement is 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, and for Laminaceae it is 2 plus 2. I told you, right, when we are discussing you will be writing 9 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 2 plus 2 plus 1, then 6 plus 4, 9 plus 1. Like this you will be writing. So exactly like this, they are the stamens with the different length. That is why you are arranging. So once again, which all are the plants? They are mustard, salvia, radish, turnip. These are the 4 plants having their stamens with the different length. Next 2 questions on the screen, write together. Radial symmetry is found in the flowers of. Direct question from NCRT. All people, you please study this. This is a guaranteed MCQ for NEET. Guaranteed MCQ for NEET examination. Perfect. Please study and tell me the answer for this question. Yes. Radial symmetry is found in the flowers of. Guys, radial symmetry is found in the flowers of Brassica, mustard, Brassicaceae family. Flowers of Brassica, okay? Flowers of Brassica, you will see radial symmetry. Which all are the other plants that comes over here? What are the examples for Brassica? It is found in the plants of mustard. Plants of mustard, Datura, then chili. All these comes under Brassicaceae family. Okay, so radial symmetry, all these plants have their flowers with the radial symmetry. So radial symmetry is found in the flowers of Brassica. Among the 4 options, Brassica, Trifolium, Pisum and Cassia. Okay, for exam it will be asking you chili will be the answer, Datura or mustard will be the answers. So radial symmetry is found in the flowers of Brassica, mustard, Datura and chili. Next question, guys. Free central placentation. That is, ovules are just freely scattered in the placenta. Free central placentation is found in. Again, a question. Free central placentation is obtained in. Free central. Yes, guys, the correct answer for the question is option A, dianthus. Dianthus will be the answer for the question. Dianthus. Okay, why dianthus? Dianthus, primrose. You might have learned about the term primrose. So dianthus, primrose, all these things shows free central placentation. All these show free central placentation. What is, so someone will be asking you about what is the type of placentation which is seen in Argemon. In Argemon, you will be seeing parietal placentation. Right, in Argemon you will be seeing parietal placentation. All these things are there in the NCRT. Argemon seeds are seen, or Argemon the placentation is parietal placentation. And for citrus you will see what type of placentation it is, axial placentation. Okay guys, you will get a question from this particular question, a modified form of this question in today's Menti quiz at last. About these placentation, among the examples that I told, you will expect the question. Okay, free central placentation, dianthus, primrose, Argemon parietal, citrus is axial placentation. Next question on the screen. Cortex is a region. Cortex is a region between. The cortex is a region present between. Yes. Cortex is a region present between. Yes, guys, the correct answer for the question is epidermis and stele. Cortex is a region that is found between epidermis and stele. Epidermal region and stellar region, in between that you will find the cortex. It's a region present between epidermis and stele is the correct answer for the question. Next question on the screen. Yes, I already told you about the tylosis. The balloon shaped structure is called a tylosis. I already told when we discussed about the heartwood. So they are the balloon shaped structures. Tyloses are the balloon shaped structures. Sorry. They are the balloon shaped structures called a tyloses. And what is their correct option matching over here? Originate in the lumen of vessels. Characterized in the lumen of vessels are extensions of xylem parenchyma cells into the vessels. Are linked to the ascent of sap through xylem vessels. Yes. Let me know the correct answer for the question from you guys. Balloon shaped tyloses. Yes, guys, they are the, what is balloon shaped tyloses? They are the balloon shaped structures in xylem vessels. Okay, balloon shaped structures in xylem vessels developed by parenchyma cells. So the correct answer for the question goes for option number B. Guys, this is also NEET 2016 question paper. NEET 2016 most important MCQs from the chapter anatomy. This is the correct answer. So balloon shaped structures called tyloses are the extensions of xylem parenchyma into the vessels. Okay, they are the extensions of xylem parenchyma cells into the vessels. So option C will be the correct answer. Next question. Guys, simple question. Never ever go with this question wrong. Never lose this question. The standard petal of a papilionaceous corolla is also called papilionaceous corolla is also known as the standard petal. 5 petals we studied about the arrangement, different type of estivation we studied, right? Valvate, imbricate, vexillary. We studied about different things, right? So the standard petal of a papilionaceous corolla is also known as, guys, the correct answer for the question is option C, vexillum. The correct answer for the question is vexillum. Okay, vexillum is known as a standard petal in case of papilionaceous family. You have studied like this. I don't know whether I would get the diagram correctly since I am drawing with this. Studied like this. A standard outer petal, then an internal, 2 internal petal along with 2 other petals. Like this. So this outermost petal, you will call it as a vexillum. Okay, vexillum. Hope it's clear. If it is clear, give me a thumbs up on the screen. Fast. Give me a thumbs up on the screen fast. Yes. Next question on the screen. Specialized epidermal cells surrounding the guard cells are called. So you have studied about the structure, right? This is the guard cells surrounding the stomata. Then you will see certain cells like this. So you have to name that particular cell. The cells surrounding the guard cells. You will see certain cells like this, I hope. And you have to tell me the name of that particular cell. Yes, guys, the correct answer is option B, subsidiary cells. It is not bulliform cells, it's not lendicells, it is not complementary cell. These cells you will again be calling it as a subsidiary cell. Am I right? Subsidiary cells is the correct answer for the question. Specialized epidermal cells surrounding the guard cells is subsidiary cells. Next question on the screen. Yes. Which one of the following is not a stem modification? Is not a stem modification. Picture of Nepenthes, thorns of citrus, tendrils of cucumber, flattened structures of opentia. Picture of Nepenthes, thorns of citrus, tendrils of cucumber, flattened structures of opentia. Not a stem modification. I need the answer for the question. Yes, let me tell the answer. The correct answer for the question is option A, picture of Nepenthes. Picture of Nepenthes is the correct answer for the question. It is not a stem modification. Instead, picture of Nepenthes is a leaf modification. Picture of Nepenthes is a modification of leaf lamina. Right? Uh-oh. Well, I studied like this. So this is a symbol leaf. So modification of the leaf lamina. This portion. So modification of leaf lamina contributes to the picture of Nepenthes, and it's not what the stem modification. It's never a stem modification, guys. This is at least 25 times repeated MCQ. At least 25 times repeated MCQ for your exam. Picture of Nepenthes is not a stem modification. It is a leaf modification. Next question. Stems modified into flat green organs performing the function of leaves are known as. So they are asking you the modification of stem performing photosynthesis. It's a kind of a stem modification, but it is converted into flat green organs, which performs a function of photosynthesis. That is a function of leaves, right? Trapping of sunlight for photosynthesis. So they are asking about the modification of stem that is itself looks like a green colored organ functioning just like a leaf. Yes. The answer for the question is option number C, phylloclade. Phylloclade is the example. Okay, it is a modification. Phylloclade. Study this. Phylloclade is the answer for the question. So the stem modified into flat green organs performing the function of leaf are called phylloclades. Now you will be having a confusion. What do you mean by phylloid? What is a phylloid? A phylloid is a modification of leaf petiole. What is petiole? Leaf stalk. Leaf petiole. Okay, leaf petiole or phylloid. Modification of leaf petiole is the phylloid. Next question, guys. Seed coat is not thin, membranous in. Seed coat is not thin and membranous in which one of the following? Last part of the chapter, that is, this question comes from the last part of the chapter, morphology. Seed coat, where you will be discussing about the post-fertilization things, that is the fruit, seeds, etc. Seed coats is not thin and membranous in. Yes? Seed coat. Guys, the correct answer is option D, coconut. Coconut is the answer. Okay, coconut is the answer for the question. So stems performing the function of leaf, phylloclade, and seed coat is not thin. Study of seed coat is not thin and membranous in coconut. Next question, comment me the answer fast on the chat box. Intrafascicular cambium develops from the cells of endodermis, pericycle, medullary race, xylem, parenchyma. Intrafascicular cambium. Intrafascicular cambium, they are asking. Intrafascicular cambium. Yes. Develops from the cells of. Intrafascicular cambium develops from the cells of. Guys, the answer is Medullary rays. Option C, medullary rays is the answer. Medullary rays is the answer for this question. Guys, if you're understanding each and everything that I'm telling, please tell me yes on the chat box. Fast. If you are getting all the points that I'm telling, please comment yes on the chat box. Yes, tell me. Only 2 people? What about others? Okay, understanding all the things. Guys, after the class, we will be having the Menti quiz. Just look, this is the Menti quiz opened. I already opened the Menti quiz. Okay, after the class, I'll be just showing the code once again for you all to join. So I need a help for you. Sorry, I need a help from you. After the quiz, you have to please share www.menti.com and the code also in our Telegram group. Those who are from the PCB group, you have to share it in that group too. Okay, for NEET batch, they have to share in the BioPoint group, and those who are in the PCB group, you must have shared it with that group also, because I don't have a mobile with me now to share the link and the code over there. Okay, that's why. Perfect. So I hope you understood the current portions from the chapter Morphology, Anatomy chapters. Next, we will be moving on with the chapter. So all these questions are there. Next, we'll be just moving on with the chapter. After 2 more questions, we can just move with the chapter Structural Organization. No need of just wasting the time on this simple chapter. Okay, the eyes of potato. Answer me fast. The eyes of potato tuber are modified dash. The eyes of potato tuber. Yes, the eyes of potato tuber are. Guys, the eyes of potato tuber are modified axillary buds. Perfect. Eyes of potato, modified axillary buds. Next question. The scutellum you have studied in case of maize grain of wheat or maize, is comparable to which part of the seed in other monocots? In maize grain only you will be seeing scutellum, right? So scutellum is equivalent to which part found in other monocots? Guys, scutellum is similar to that of what? Cotyledon only, cotyledon. In all other monocots, you will see the cotyledon. In maize grain, you will see the scutellum. What is scutellum? Scutellum is a modified cotyledon. Scutellum is a modified cotyledon. Perfect. Yes. So we are moving on with the chapter Structural Organization. Yes, I want the answers very fast from you guys. Perfect. Yes, start commenting the answer for this question. Read carefully and answer me. Which one of the following features is used to identify a male cockroach from a female cockroach? Which of the following features is used to identify a male cockroach from a female cockroach? Yes, answer for this question fast on the chat box. You have to distinguish between a male cockroach and a female cockroach. Which of the following feature will you use? That is a question. Guys, the correct answer for the question is presence of caudal styles. Guys, from this chapter 2, you can expect a one question only one question from the structural organization from the area cockroach. It's sure. Guys, this 2018, the same question with the same answer was repeated for 2019 NEET examination also. That's why I'm telling one question is sure from cockroach part, and I hope it's from the digestive system or the reproductive system of cockroach. Or they will be asking you to identify the mouth parts of cockroach. So please do this for me. That is, take a NCERT, just study the diagrams of all the systems of cockroach, the mouth parts, mandible, maxilla, all these things you have to learn. Then about the reproductive system, caudal styles and ootheca is there. Like this, so many terms will be coming over there, which will be difficult for you to understand. So please study all these things. The digestive system of cockroach diagram, very, very important. Read the part of nervous system of cockroach also. You can expect a question. So the correct answer for this question is, how can you distinguish between a male and a female cockroach? Presence of caudal styles. So males bear a pair of short thread-like anal styles which are absent in female. Anal or caudal styles, you have certain segments, right? So anal styles or caudal styles arises from the ninth abdominal vertebrae. Yes, I think, yes, ninth abdominal vertebrae, yes. It's correct. Presence of caudal styles. Caudal styles or the anal styles, they just originate from the ninth abdominal segment. Next question on the screen. Guys, this is a question from Animal Kingdom. Next question. Smooth muscles are. Very simple question. Simple question. Even 10th standard students just answer this question correctly because CBSE students learn this in their 9th standard. Yes, perfect. Smooth muscles are. Smooth muscles are. So which are the characters of a smooth muscles? You have to tell me. Smooth muscles means they are just spindle shaped like this, right? Spindle shaped like this. Right? So they are involuntary. They are involuntary. Smooth muscles or unstriated muscles, they are involuntary. They are non-striated. Fusiform. So the correct answer for the question is option A, involuntary, fusiform, non-striated. They are never multinucleated. They are not voluntary. They are not cylindrical and not striated. They are not voluntary, but they are spindle shaped, but not, they are uninucleated spindle shape, but they are not voluntary. Perfect. With the answer, smooth muscles are involuntary, fusiform, and non-striated muscles. Next one on the screen. Which one of the following is not present in Periplaneta americanae? Which one? Very important question. Very important question. Question from 2016 NEET paper. Which one of the following factors is not present in Periplaneta americanae? This is an purely out of NCERT question. Purely out of NCERT question. Okay, so guys, the correct answer for this question is option B. Option B is not related with Periplaneta americanae because intermediate and radial cleavage are not seen, but instead you can see spiral cleavage. Spiral cleavage, don't confuse it with the spiracles. It's not radial and intermediate cleavage. You can see cleavage means division. You would see what type of division during embryonic development in Periplaneta? Spiral division. That is the answer for the question. Next question. Let me check how many questions are remaining. Yes. What external changes are visible after the last molting of a cockroach nymph? What external changes would you observe after the last molting in a cockroach nymph? Yes. Yes. Guys, the correct answer for the question is option A. Both forewings and hindwings develop. So development of both hindwings and forelimbs takes place after the last molting of a cockroach nymph. Next question on the screen. Question from the chapter skeletal system. Okay, indirectly with this chapter, but with the skeletal system, mostly related. Locomotion and movement. Which of the following joints would allow no movement? Which allow no movement There are certain joints in our body which cannot be moved. To a small extent, even it cannot be moved. So, which one of the following four options you can say that the joint is non-movable or immovable? Yes. Hope everybody got the answer, guys. The correct answer for the question is fibrous joint. The correct answer for the question is fibrous joint. Fibrous joints are immovable joints which occur between the bonds of cranium. Cranium is known as the brain box, which occur between the bonds of brain box, that is cranium, and in tooth socket, socket of tooth. Okay, perfect. So they do not allow any movement of the joint. These joints are non-movable or immovable. Next question, very important question. Choose the correctly matched pair. Choose the correctly matched pair. Tendon, specialized connective tissue. Adipose tissue, dense connective tissue. Areolar tissue, loose connective tissue. Cartilage, loose connective tissue. Yes? Correctly matched pair. From the question, without even looking, you can see option C will be the correct answer. Areolar tissue is an example of a loose connective tissue. Areolar tissue is the body's loose connective tissue that provides flexibility and cushion. It acts as a cushion to all the body parts. Right? Adipose tissue is not a dense connective tissue. Adipose tissue is also a loose connective tissue. While the tendon is not a specialized connective tissue, it is a dense connective tissue. It is a dense connective tissue that connects muscle to bonds. So MBT or BTM, you have to use this code BTM or MBT, muscle bonds by ligament, not tendon. BBL, at least you study this. BBL, bond to bond ligament. Then what about cartilage? Cartilage is a kind of specialized connective tissue. Cartilage is a specialized connective tissue. So all the connective tissues are interchanged over here. From this, option C will be the correct answer. Areolar tissue is an example of a loose connective tissue. Next question, also simple. Choose the correctly matched pair. Choose the correctly matched pair. Choose the correctly matched pair. Guys, this would be the last question from the chapter. Okay, we are ending off the class now before the mention. Choose a correctly matched pair. Inner lining of salivary duct, ciliated epithelium, moist surface of buccal cavity, glandular epithelium, tubular parts of nephron, cuboidal epithelium, inner surface of bronchioles, squamous epithelium. Yes. Tell me the answer for this question also fast. Guys, the correct answer for this question is option C, tubular parts of nephron, cuboidal epithelium. Tubular parts of nephron, it's cuboidal epithelium. Inner lining of salivary duct, you would see simple cuboidal epithelium. It's not ciliated. Simple cuboidal epithelium. Simple cuboidal epithelium you would see. And moist surface, buccal cavity, you will see stratified epithelium. Okay, stratified epithelium you would see. And inner surface of bronchioles, you will see ciliated epithelium. So all the options are here also misconfusing. It's also confusing over here, misleading. Okay, perfect. Okay guys, ending the class for the day. All the other remaining questions are very simple. Okay guys, so now join into the Menti quiz right now using your device. Go to www.menti.com and use the code 3470950. Guys, please share the code in the Telegram group. Okay, this link also, go to this link also you provide www.menti.com and you have to use the code. Use code 3470950. Okay guys, let's see on Menti now. Okay, yes, Will you please share it? Guys, will you please share it? Guys, will you please share it? www.menti.com. And the code for the day, please somebody please comment on the chat box also the code for the day. Okay? Guys, it's a lengthy code today, www.menti.com. You have to go and you have to use the particular code displayed on the screen, that is 3470950. Yes. Yes. Yes, guys. Go to www.menti.com and use the code 3470950. 3470950. Fast. Those who are in the group PCB doubts, please share it in that group also. Okay, because the students will be just entering for just doing the Menti quiz only instead of just attending the class. There are certain students. Those who are in the live chat, please enter now. I'll wait for everybody to join. Yes? 5 questions based on the entire topic that we taught today from the entire 3 chapters of the second unit we have. Yes, guys, press the heart button. Guys, please share the code in the Telegram group. Anybody? Nila, Guru, anybody please share it. Yes? Yes, guys, now you can join into the quiz. Yes, guys, enter into the quiz fast. Where are the others? Yes? Perfect, ready everyone? Starting the quiz, all your eyes on the screen. First question on the screen. Water containing cavities in vascular bundles are found in cycas, pinus, sunflower, maize. Water containing cavities in vascular bundles are found in. Guys, it's not cycas. It's not cycas. It's not cycas, it's not pinus, it's not sunflower. In monocots such as maize, wheat, sugarcane, you have water containing cavity. Water containing cavities in the inside their vascular bundle. Okay, next question on the screen. Closed vascular bundles lack. Very simple question, guys. Closed vascular bundles lack. Yes. Cambium, pith, ground tissue, conjunctive tissue. Very good, guys. Very good. It is cambium. Third question on the screen. Placentation in tomato and lemon is. Placentation in tomato and lemon is. Marginal, axial, parietal, free central. Guys, it is axial placentation, tomato, lemon. It's there in your NCRT. Fourth question on the screen. Vexillary estivation is the characteristic of the family. I already told vexillary estivation in seen in P. Solanaceae, Brassicaceae, Fabaceae, Astraceae. Only one more question remaining. Yes, guys, it is Fabaceae, it is not Brassicaceae. Last and the final question on the screen. Oh, fifth question hasn't appeared on the screen. Menti senti ho gaya. Yes, today's menti. I don't know whether the question appeared on your screen or not. Yes, only three people. I hope the question hasn't appeared. So let's have the leaderboard and end today's class. Yes. Perfect. We have Guru, Sirilani, Tom, Darshini, Santra. Congratulations to all the winner. Guru is the winner for the day with 4265 points. Very good. Hope you all are happy with the results of the day. Yeah, last question. For the last one, I think no questions came on the screen, right? So thank you, everybody. See you in the next class.